Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Heat's Jimmy Butler upgraded as part of long injury report versus Cavs. Before the Miami Heat end their current 4-game road trip against the Cleveland Cavaliers Wednesday night, they have released a lengthy injury report filled with crucial players to the success of the team. Among the players included are stars Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Herro, Kevin Love, and Nikola Jovic. Starting with the Heat's featured star in Butler, he missed the last 2 games with a right foot contusion, but has been upgraded to questionable according to the team's X, formerly known as Twitter, for the Seminole contest against the Cavaliers. While this is technically an upgrade, he has been questionable before the last 2 games as well when he was eventually inactive. Before last Sunday's win against the Detroit Pistons, Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra spoke about Butler's injury and how they will treat it going forward. According to him, he said they will look at Butler as day-to-day as the 34-year-old has been averaging 21.4 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game while shooting 50% from the field. "We'll treat him day-to-day," Spoelstra said of Butler. "His body will let us know." Duncan Robinson has been in the news as of late, where in Sunday's Heat win over the Pistons, he became the fastest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 made three-pointers. He would score 30 points in that game, but in the contest the next day against the Philadelphia 76ers, he scored 3 points and left in the third quarter due to back discomfort. He will be out for Wednesday against Cleveland per the team with a back injury and has returned to Miami to see a back specialist. It was revealed after Monday's loss that he had been dealing with a nagging back problem, with even Spoelstra saying before the game he had a hard time moving, but wanted to push through for his teammates. Nikola Jovic has also been upgraded to questionable with a right hamstring strain and, like Butler, has missed the last 2 games. He has been a mainstay in the starting lineup, slotting in as the Heat's power forward, rounding out the front court with Bam Adebayo. Once again, the Heat announced that Tyler Herro and Kevin Love will be out, as each will miss their 13th and 11th game straight respectively. Herro is set to miss a week or 2 more with right foot medial tendinitis, while Love is still dealing with a right heel bruise. Miami is desperately hoping that they can get back to being fully healthy soon, as there are 14 games left in the regular season, as there is little to no room for error. The Heat are 37-31 on the season, which puts them 8th in the Eastern Conference. Bam Adebayo and Erik Spoelstra address Heat star getting no shots in fourth quarter of 76ers loss. The Miami Heat fell to the Philadelphia 76ers on Monday in a low-scoring affair, with Philly coming out on top 98-91. The Heat did well just to make things interesting in the fourth quarter, outscoring the 76ers 26-19 in the final frame, but star big man Bam Adebayo didn't have a hand in any of his squad's fourth-quarter scoring. He didn't attempt a shot in the fourth quarter, and after the game, he and head coach Erik Spoelstra addressed that. "A lot of moving parts to that," Adebayo said upon being asked why he finished the fourth without a shot attempt. "But that's a SPO question." Spoelstra indicated that Philly's defensive scheme had a lot to do with the way the fourth quarter went for Adebayo on offense. "They were packing the paint like crazy, almost daring us to shoot from the three-point line," Spoelstra said. "We had to shoot some of those just to keep them honest. Post-ups, there really wasn't anywhere to go. Elbow catches or any kind of pick and roll to throw it back to him, there wasn't anywhere to go because they were just sending multiple defenders into the paint." Adebayo finished the game with 20 points, 13 boards, and 6 assists. He was very efficient when he did shoot the ball, going 8-4-10 from the field and 2-4-2 from deep, but his quiet fourth quarter certainly overshadowed that a bit. While the big man has scored 20 points or more in 3 straight games, he failed to reach 20 points in any of the 5 games prior. March has been a bit of a rocky month for him, though he did have a huge moment over the weekend. Overall, Adebayo is having another strong season. He's averaging 19.9 points, 10.6 rebounds, and 4.0 assists per game while contributing elite defense. He's also starting to become more of a threat from three-point range, even if the sample size is small. He's shooting 31.6% from deep this season. Adebayo will look to rinse away the taste of Monday's defeat when the Heat play the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road Wednesday. The Cavs will be missing Donovan Mitchell in that game, so Miami will have a chance to take advantage and pick up a win. The Heat are 37-31 with less than a month remaining in the regular season. They're hoping to avoid the play-in tournament and will certainly need Adebayo's help in order to do so. With any luck, it will be a long time before he has another game in which he fails to take a fourth-quarter shot. Could the Miami Heat be a destination for Paul George? The Miami Heat could be a great fit for Paul George if he is on the move this offseason. George has a $48.8 million player option for next season. The Los Angeles Clippers have made attempts to extend George, but a new agreement has yet to be reached. Keep an eye on Paul George, by the way. Senior NBA columnist for The Athletic, John Hollinger, wrote in an article Monday that highlights possible upcoming shakeups across the league. Presumably, if there was a max extension sitting around for him, he would have signed it by now. I think it's fair to say a couple of cap-room teams in the East are, monitoring this. George has played with the Clippers for the past 5 seasons, averaging 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4.6 assists, and 1.5 steals. He's made 3 All-Star games. His versatility and skills would fit well with many teams, but the Heat's necessity for a star wing and a variety of trade assets put them as a prime destination. George could upgrade the Heat, especially if they are bounced early this postseason and looking for a roster shakeup. George would take offensive pressure off of the Heat's other stars. He would also provide consistent three-point shooting and solid defense. But how could George end up with the Heat? Tyler Herro and Jamie Jaquez Jr. both are young players with trade value who could go back to the Clippers in a possible trade. Herro's salary combined with Duncan Robinson's contract would nearly match George's player option, meaning the money aspect of the deal could easily be sorted out. Even if George is signed to an extension, there is still no guarantee he won't be moved or have a similar cap hit. The Clippers may struggle to find the money needed to extend George as the team already features the second highest payroll in the NBA. The possibility of a Paul George move may pick up steam as the summer approaches. The Heat would certainly be a contender for George's services if he is looking for a new challenge. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Paul George? Leave your opinion in the comments.